Memorial Stadium. We have a late-season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This running back has been revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered each and every week. We see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15. They are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Durham. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country that come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Makes the grab down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Here's a give to Durham. There's a crease. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now,
snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Looking for blockers. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Arch is going to throw for it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Might have a chance. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss. And
grabs it.
this offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yards, and now really set up in a position to do a 1st and goal.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Smothers. Got enough for the 1st. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's...
Makes the catch and he's free. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Fires left. Complete downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing Manning. Here's the pressure. He gets away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play-action fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Running inside, it's Berry. Fights off a defender. Got enough for the first. Here's a little room there. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it.
Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. comes out to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Crosses to 40. Turns it on at midfield. Flying down the left side. He's at the touchdown Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Here comes the heat. Breaks loose. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Manning. Oh, they're after him. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires quickly. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. They'll give it to Brown. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Firing to the right, complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk. And, man, if it backs, makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Levitt. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Handoff, Caden Durham. He'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be third down as the clock runs before the half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Across the 45. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
To the ground, he's got it again. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors and our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with Oklahoma in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Sooners who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. They're up to double digits, 10 straight victories on the season without a single blemish.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. Manning from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Smothers. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. So now it's second and long. Got a man. It's Townsend. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the 1st down. And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside, it's Smothers. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to run, it's Smothers. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And the defense did a really good job playing both plays. Slow playing the pass, coming up playing the run, doing a good job getting him on the ground. Now forcing the 4th down, decision time.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. Pocket breaking down. Got it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caden Durham again. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense
finding some room. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Trying play action. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Blevin. Pressure coming. makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, the inside. Touchdown, Texas! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This will test them. You just gave up the game-tying interception, and now it's on you to try to get the lead back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play.
There's some room. Crosses midfield. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. To throw, Manning. Under fire. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Longhorns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Back to throw, it's Manning. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Play action, here's Manning. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Townsend. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Arch Madness. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is the
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the big fella. He's loose. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be
going for the goal line, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorn. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for them. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Making side adjustments here. Here's Arts to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. 3rd touchdown of the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guy is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this guy. He is under 33% throwing in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. LSU will get a 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Delay to the back. It's Hall. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Great job by the defense staying aware on that play here late in the game with the lead, and the offense needs to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before handing it off on the draw, but the defense wasn't fooled, and they make a nice tackle.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hands it off. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Gotta have it here on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Manning from the gun on third down. And they can't make the play on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Dropping back, it's Levin. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, and he's got touchdown